Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno has the highest disapproval and distrust ratings in Pulse Asia's latest survey on top government officials. The survey shows Sereno got a disapproval rating of 26% and a distrust rating of 33% in the survey conducted from December 10 to 15 and December 17, the same time when the House of Representatives was hearing the impeachment complaint against her. Sereno has the biggest distrust and disapproval ratings among the ABC class at 38% and 30% respectively. Most people in Class E are undecided on their view of the top magistrate. Her trust rating is at 31% and her performance rating is at 27%. But overall, 40% is ambivalent about Sereno's performance and trustworthiness, higher than those who either viewed these positively or negatively. Meanwhile, President Rodrigo Duterte remains the most trusted top government official at 82%. His performance rating is also the highest at 80%. Vice President Leni Robredo's trust rating is at 58%, while her performance rating is at 59%. Senate President Coco Pimentel's trust rating is at 53%, while his performance rating is at 57%. The Pulse Asia survey, on the other hand, shows Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez's trust rating is at 42% and his performance rating at 37%. The Health Department says the number of firecracker-related injuries during the New Year celebrations drops by 27%. The DOH says there are 463 firecracker-related injuries and no reported deaths as Filipinos welcome 2018. There are also no reported stray bullets and no cases of firecracker ingestion. The regions with the most number of firecracker victims were the following: Metro Manila with 248, Ilocos with 46, Calabarzon with 45, Western Visayas with 45, Central Luzon with 28, Central Visayas with 15, Bicol with 15. In Metro Manila, nearly half of all victims were in the city of Manila, with 116 victims. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III earlier said the DOH was expecting a downward trend in the number of injuries because of President Rodrigo Duterte's Executive Order No. 28, which restricts the use of firecrackers to community fireworks displays. Call center company SSI says a total of 5.7 million pesos or $115,000 will be given to the families of its employees killed in the NCCC mall fire last month. 37 call center agents died presumably due to suffocation when a fire hit the NCCC mall in Davao City on December 23, 2 days before Christmas. Nearly 500 employees were affected by the fire. SSI says it continues to pay employee salaries while looking for ways to provide them with new employment. It adds it will provide counseling services for the surviving employees and their families. Aside from the company's aid, the Labor Department released 30 million pesos to cover the needs of the 2,000 affected workers of the call center and the mall. The labor agency also launched a probe into the building's compliance with the occupational health and safety standards, but has yet to release its findings. Meanwhile, the Interagency Anti-Arson Task Force says initial investigations show the mall did not comply with fire safety requirements. It says the sprinklers in the building were not functional and the alarm system of the call center was not synchronized with the mall's emergency alarm. Malacanang will spearhead efforts to overturn the Court of Appeals ruling that led to the release of former Palawan Governor Joel Reyes. Reyes is accused of murdering journalist and activist Jerry Ortega. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque used to be legal counsel for Ortega's family in its case against Reyes. Roque says President Rodrigo Duterte gave him permission to speak on the ruling in a personal capacity, given his connection to the case. But he clarifies seeking the CA ruling's reversal is the official position of the Duterte government. Roque says, quote, "We will exercise all legal options to reverse this decision by the CA." Roque says the CA ruling is a step back for press freedom in the Philippines. Reyes was freed from jail after the CA ruled that the Puerto Princesa Regional Trial Court had no basis to hold him for trial over Ortega's murder. The CA ruling did not clear Reyes of murder charges, but nullified the finding of probable cause and the issuance of arrest warrant by the local court. Former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon apologizes to United States President Donald Trump for his remarks quoted in the controversial book about the president and his campaign. Michael Wolff's Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House, which paints Trump as mentally unstable and far out of his depth, includes extensive quotes from Bannon. Bannon is quoted accusing Trump's eldest son, Don Jr., of treasonous contacts with a Kremlin-connected lawyer. In a statement provided to Axios, Bannon praises the younger Trump. Bannon says, quote, "Donald Trump Jr. is both a patriot and a good man. He has been relentless in his advocacy for his father and the agenda that has helped turn our country around. He also says his comments about the meeting with a Kremlin-connected lawyer was aimed at former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort. Bannon says, quote, "My comments were aimed at Paul Manafort, a seasoned campaign professional with experience and knowledge of how the Russians operate. You should have known they are duplicitous, cunning, and not our friends." To reiterate, those comments were not aimed at Don Jr. Bannon insists he supports Trump as president.